So immediately there was a lot of comfort from Sweeney just to hit the ball back and not go for too much up and down the middle of the court. Gael will play that game, but he's naturally got a finished product that he can actually just go bang and find a winner. That time it missed.
Let's Mercer.
On the left there in the black hat, that's Callum Puttergill. That's who Dane plays doubles with, and they've struck up a pretty handy pairing and relationship as well.
And what happens in Gael's matches, he'll play his way in, and then he can just dial it right up where he decides to accelerate the ball for a period of time, and you have no say in what's going on. So Sweeney will be, you know, he's seen a lot of tape of Gael. He's watched him play for sure, so many matches. So he needs to just be aware that this quiet, passive playing through the middle of the court can actually work against you.
Outstanding.
Yep. Both sides. For Sweeney, you know, again, he's comfortable having that extended rally. A couple of times he tried to accelerate the ball. He looks quite comfortable for his first match out here. There's no doubt about that, gone through qualifying. But when you decide to extend the rally with Gael, you can do that and understand that he may finish it at any time. Nice start from Gael as well. Nice serve volley there, the first one out wide. Gael will generally, at this stage, early stage, he'll chip that ball back. Sweeney did a good job of seeing that and making his way forward. The volley was handy too. You get that slightly wrong and there's a passing shot there.
Get the sense this first set's pretty crucial in these sort of hot conditions. And just wondering how Dane would be feeling. No doubt there'd be some serious nerves. He wouldn't have played too many matches where the atmosphere and such a large court like this here at Kia Arena.
His heart rate would be up though. Interesting, stood really wide there to try and hit that first serve, take Gael out. think that's what Gael will find out in this match from the start, and you would have got this information already that Sweeney likes to, he's going to hustle. He's going to work his tail off to defend balls, get the ball back, and like he just did there, and offer one extra shot to his opponent.
Oh, that's so good!
Dane Sweeny.
You think the crowd are loving this?
First game.
Dane Sweeny manages to save a couple of break points and hold serve.
Early confidence. Had the fist in the air, the arm and the fist in the air after the first game, as if it was a breaker serve in the fifth. And then there just played back through the line.
All.
And for Gael right now, he's just had a little picture of what he's going to get probably for the match. What type of tennis. Not going to be a lot, doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of free points. Sweeney's looking to take it straight to him whenever he gets an opportunity. He's been quite aggressive with the ball, so you've got to be on point. The early stages of his career didn't have that serve that could buy him a point and bring him back into like that, bring him back into neutral and then get ahead of the count.
40-30. Oh.
Yep, not a spare seat in the house here. I think that's what he's got to rely on a little bit today, Roger, is just trying to keep some of the points a little shorter, Monfils, and try and go for that one or two knockout punch. He doesn't want to get in any extended rallies with this young man. He'll stay out here forever, Dane Sweeny. Great serving.
Gael Monfils.
1-1.
There's some great serving there. 4 unplayables.
1 game on.
He'll breathe a little easier. Makes beautiful impact, Gael. He gets the ball nice and high so he can uncoil and get up to it. He's just got such a natural sliding serve. He can play it out wide through the middle. It's been very beneficial to him throughout the course of his career.
Live. 30 love.
Clean start for the Australian. Hitting the ball really well off the racket. Sometimes you look and they don't quite find their tennis, but immediately Sweeney's done that.
Oh.
And that's the value of Sweeney. He's had to work really hard to earn his right, earn his place where he is currently in this. So he's a scrapper.
It's a good start from Queensland's Dane Sweeny. 2-1 first set.
Leads 2 games to 1. Love 15.
Gael not quite into his stride yet. It's interesting, you're going into your last year. You've got to really find what is that motivation. This is a major, so it's easy to get motivated, but it's a tricky scenario to deal with, different type of emotions. Especially, Josh, when you put it out there that this will be
15-30.
You know, someone like Stan Wawrinka, he loves to get out there and train and do all the little things that have been important in his career.
Oh.
And for Gael is finding, you know, his love for his family and wanting to be with his family and all those sort of things, and he's come to the point where you're done, but you've still got to be able to do all the little things behind the scenes to get through that final. You want to run through the tape. Again, finding the first serve.
It's a really patient point and a great game from the Frenchman. 2 games all.
That was an illustration of when he wants to step on the point and be.
But he has time. I told him if he's here, just drop shot. He's like 6 meters behind the baseline.
See there, wanting Gael to drop shot if Sweeney's a long way behind the baseline. There's great work by the audio guys and the camera guys. But Josh, there's a secret there. You better be in the right position to drop shot because it's lively and the ball will bounce and sit up. Sweeney's quick. I understand the theory, but you need to be in the right position inside the court.
Geez, he's had to work a lot, Sweeney, already. Just in these 4 games, he's
Love 15.
defending incredibly well. This one just shoots off the back of the line. You can see there it got the very edge of the line. But the physical investment from Sweeney it's been strong.
Yeah, as soon as there's some acceleration up the Monfils end, once he gets one nice penetrating deep ball.
Great play, good sneak in from Sweeney. And I think he's got to do this, Roger, as this match goes on, and he doesn't want to be dictated to by Monfils. He will manoeuvre him around beautifully, but this is good awareness.
Yeah, it was, and he got that backhand that actually cut the sideline. I'm not sure whether he was really trying to break the sideline that acutely, but it worked for him and he came forward. So, and he was hovering right on top of the net. Fatiguing. That's a, you know, while Sweeney's doing the work, Gael's also doing work.
This is good stuff, good awareness in terms of to get up inside that court. 28-29 degrees, and as we know here in Victoria in the afternoon, it just gets warmer as the afternoon goes on, so it's going to feel like a sauna on the court.
Yeah, that's what you want if you're the Australian. You need to take advantage of all those, the amount of times when Gael does hit that ball it's off pace and it's got some flight on it. Use your wheels, that's your asset. Use your quick feet, get around and actually be aggressive.
Let's for serve.
This is what he's really improved, Dane Sweeny, over the last couple of seasons on the tour. Initially, he was a real grinder.
40-50.
He's identified that he needs to be able to finish at the net and have an all-court game. And he's played a lot of doubles with Callum Puttigal, and they've done very well in the last 12 months. And it's so great to see him push forward. Not afraid to push forward either.
So for the Frenchman, it'll be how often is he going to do this? Hit that ball accurately into an area of the court and then take control from there. We know he's got all that. So when we decide to lock in like physically and be that type of player for a period of time.
Just got caught, didn't he?
Yeah.
Tried the sneak, which
You got to be careful,
yeah,
because if You know, Josh, I mean, I've obviously spent so much time with Gael that I'm just like watching. You're watching something that a movie that you keep over and over. But how good are his hands to be able to redirect the ball? You know, with his backhand, he can get caught and he'll just go, I'll lay it down the line with some pace. Or he's got great wrists and hands and control of a tennis ball.
Advantage, Sweeney. Lens for serve. Fault. Thank you, fault please.
Yeah, another good hold. Had to work very hard, but he gets it. Dane Sweeny in front. 3-2 first set, men's singles, first round action. He's getting pretty deep in the court there, Dane Sweeny. I just wonder whether
15
he needs to just hold the baseline a little more. He's getting pushed back.
Thank you. $35.
Oh, what a beautiful volley. Same move that Sweeney put on Monfils in the previous game. Cut the sideline there and immediately coming in, and he'll enjoy the fans here, the Frenchies getting behind him. And what you want in conditions like this, you want to be able to make sure you secure the game once you've got, you know, you're playing a quick game. You want to get that done.
That's a good idea from Sweeney. Not able to execute, so 3-all.
3 games all.
He might just check in courtside with Jamie to see if he's still there. Jamie, in incredible atmosphere. We can hear it from up here in the comm box, but this is an important game, isn't it? Because it's the last game before the ball change.
7th game of the set, yeah, I often say the most important game. I mean, it's been a good start, I think, from Dane. I mean, I'm sure this is the biggest crowd, best atmosphere that he will have played in his career, certainly most boisterous, and he's definitely equipping himself well. He seems comfortable with himself and his game, what he's trying to do out there. I think a big thing for him is that he doesn't necessarily have the ball speed. He can take time away from Gael by stepping up the court, taking it earlier, take time away from him.
Yeah, just that your point right there, Jamie, wasn't it? Plays and off. Once he plays that slice, it's sort of sitting up there. Gael's going to have the opportunity to get around and actually dictate.
Yeah, and Gael, as you know, has the ability to create a lot of power from a dead ball. You feel the difference in the noise when he decides to step it up and add some speed to the ball.
And Jamie, when you look at both players, of course, Dane Sweeny, he's from the Sunshine Coast. That's where I live, up near Noosa. It's just God's country. But when you look at Gael Monfils, how do you think he's going physically?
I mean, he was hunched over a couple of games ago after a couple of the points they had. I don't know if he was breathing heavy or if he was just trying to play with his socks, but it's a weird way of doing it. But he always kind of gives that impression that he's on his last breath and his last legs, but he's still got incredible movement around the court.
All right, you keep cool down there, mate. It's warm, so look after that Scottish skin of yours.
I will.
He's done a great job, Dane Sweeny, of just absorbing some heavy artillery from Gael Monfils. He's shown his athletic ability, Dane Sweeny, and you can just sense that Gael is starting to struggle physically in this heat.
Yeah, at the moment, well, he generally does. He can just be bending over like that. He does that quite a bit, and at times it's just the way he likes to reset. You can look and think, oh, well, is he gone? But there's, you know, we're 31 minutes into it. It'll be interesting. It'll just be interesting to see what we're looking at in 45 minutes' time.
Yeah, I do sense this first set's pretty crucial, I think, for both players when it's these type of conditions. It's great stuff. It's a good start, isn't it, from the young Queenslander. Dane Sweeny leads 4-3 first set.
Sweeney leads 4 games to 3. Left. Oh. Oh. 30-15. Oh.
Double faults here in a row from the Frenchman.
Would want to find his first serve because Sweeney's been prepared to get aggressive when he gets an opportunity. Let's see if he takes an aggressive nature here. Oh, wow.
30-40.
I mean, when you turn side on, there's a little bit of sun in your peripheral vision, but this one here's a little bit different on the backhand side. Big moment.
what he can do. He can burn you from any part of the court. Monfils, after gifting 3 double faults, he can then explode onto a forehand out of nowhere.
I mean, this is the power from there. That's the first one that Dane Sweeney's lost, isn't it? Where it's just been a wild swing, went for it, just missed the wrist, but that's the first one.
Oh, he's played a great opening set so far. He's been disciplined. He's stuck to his strategy, his game style. And that's a pretty good effort for Monfils to get out of trouble here. Saves a break point. And we're 4-all.
4 games all.
And it was an important one too. For Gael. Smile on his face. It's his wife's, Lena. Now, if you're ever going to roll up your sleeves and try, you are when your wife's sitting out there, because she gives 100 to every game. Interesting point there from Gael. Gael actually was trying to bring Sweeney into that mid-court area and get him to commit to coming forward and getting uncomfortable.
Sweeney on the right with the brimmed hat. Father and coach of Dane Sweeny. Very good, isn't he? Doesn't try and swing too hard. He's got good power. So he needs a lot of self-belief in these moments. He's got to draw on the fact that he played a ton of matches in 2025, particularly at the back end. You've got to really draw upon that match fitness.
Yeah. And this is the... you know what I love now, Josh, was these are the moments, aren't they? These are great learning, educational moments for Sweeney. Can he ride this one out?
That's pretty handy. Well done, Dane Sweeny. Coming up big under pressure.
40-30.
See that ball there? You can just use his wrist, just lays it, and can just lay it down the line like that. Sets up as almost as if he's going cross court and can just manipulate the ball down the line.
It's great disguise, isn't it? Most double-handers who love to go back cross court. But that one, he's got brilliant disguise, and Gee, I'm loving the French support. They always come out in droves, don't they, when the French play?
And I remember when I first started with Gael, he hadn't played in the Davis Cup. And I said, why no Davis Cup? He said, I haven't been picked yet. And I remember saying to Guy Forget, I said, Guy, you've got to pick this guy. He's made for Davis Cup. Crowd behind him, get him on a big court. Had a lot of talented players, obviously, circulating at the time, but
so a good hold in the end from the young Queenslander. Dane Sweeny moves ahead, 5-4, first set.
And in these conditions, having a quality serve helps enormously. To be able to buy a percentage of free points. Missed it. It was there.
30
I don't mind Sweeney going for that. So for Monfils, it's 32% of balls have been unreturned on his serve. And for Sweeney, 21%.
Oh, that would have been caught. Oh, no, I thought it might have been caught behind in the crowd, the slips.
Thank you.
Oh,
Look at the footwork.
that's casual as it gets. That's the game you want, isn't it? Deep in the first set, 46 minutes into it, you want a free game, and that's what he's earned.
And look at this, Josh, footwork here.
That's like some of my mates back at home trying to play tennis. A shout out to Watto, Rooster and Macca. All right, 5-all. Got to hold on here, Sweeney. He's done a great job so far.
And that I was going to make mention, Josh, that first point's the massive one. You could see Gael, he was jumping around. Obviously, his team were talking to him, but you get that first point on the board. Here's where the danger is for Sweeney if he doesn't make the first ball here and get ahead in this rally. That was outrageous, that first defending ball. Sweeney went down the line. That was Gael in his prime, the retrieval.
Love 30.
Brings him forward here, and then it's target shooting for him. Had all options down the line, over the top, decided to go cross court, lowest part of the net. He was digging in there.
Oh, he was tempted, wasn't he? he wanted to unload on the forehand, and he sort of changed his mind at the last moment.
Love 48.
So that is 3 break points for the Frenchman.
And for Monfils, that was just a smart play. Kept the ball going, offered it to him as well with a bit of flight and said, take your shot, miss it. Going to face these points. You know what I enjoyed there? That was 185. It's not his max, but it was, he didn't attempt to over-hit the serve because feeling like he needed to get a free point. He's just found the right spot on the court. That's a lot more effective right now.
Oh, he ran out of patience himself.
He was in the right spot. I mean, it was there to be hit. And I don't think he was trying to... He would have just tried to be hitting a heavy shot, but mishit completely, mishit. I'm pretty sure he'll go back to the well here and go through the middle.
Oh, just wide again. He was looking for the ball and he got it. Gael Monfils, and he just couldn't quite execute. So that's 3 good points from Dane Sweeny to get this back to juice.
Yeah, it was there. There have been 2 forehands there that were there. Both missed. Hasn't found the first serve too on these points, big ones.
That's too good, isn't it? Not an easy shot to change direction, go back down the line over the high part of the net, but what he did very well was he got his feet into position here, Sweeney, and he got the momentum going through the ball.
And he also decided to stick on that backhand side, didn't he, Josh? Helped him out.
Well, that's massive from Dane Sweeny, and look at the reaction. He's got out of trouble, and he moves ahead. Leads 6 games to 5, first set.
Thank you.
And you feel like Sweeney's going to go after it here. If he gets the opportunity, he's going to take his chances. That's what he's been able to do so far throughout the set. Monfils, he's been able to respond when he's been behind the count with that individual serve.
30-15.
Steadied the ship, but I still like the way Sweeney's playing the points. He's tried to step inside the court and be offensive. Just putting every part of his game on court.
Gael Monfils. 6 games all.
So 6 games all. We're getting down to the business end of this set. Great shot there of the lifeguards there from the Sunshine Coast. They've come all the way to support Dane Sweeny, their mate and their man. And they've created a wonderful atmosphere here on Kia Arena. It has been electric. Jamie Murray, courtside. Jamie, who's your tip for this tiebreak?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
It's tough to know. I mean, Gael's come through with two sort of nerve-wracking moments in this match pretty strongly. The game at 4-3 where he out of nowhere these 3 double faults and came out with a great running forehand from deep in the court. Here at the start of that last game, Sweeney tried to make a move, a big return at the first point of the game, but Gael nullified that with a big serve. A couple of good points. Maybe that experience will get him through here. He's definitely sweating a lot.
Like yourself.
And you're just sort of waiting to feel like that's the Gael where he does get the right energy on the forehand. So, you know, if it does work, so far his forehand's been average to under par for me. If that lights up, watch out.
Ooh, just makes it. So this is a really tidy lead for the Frenchman.
3-0.
And the French flag's flying high at the moment with a 3-love lead. I do think, though, he's at the better end. The wind slightly behind Monfils going down the court, so that's a little bit of an advantage.
He'll be attempting to put the burners on here, Gael, if he gets in the rally. I think he'll want to get it quite offensive.
Needed point.
He just hasn't found it yet, and it's just their big margin, and you can tell when he's got his forehand.
3-1.
It's got a different type of shape and heaviness to the ball, and he's got super control of hitting it into certain locations. At the moment, it's been a bit everywhere.
It's Dane Sweeney's dad. I'm sure he's feeling every bit of it sitting there courtside. Forced errors from Monfils has let Dane Sweeny right back in this.
3-2. Monfils.
And again, it's the forehand, isn't it? Hasn't been able to find the range.
I think this is such a big set for the young Queenslander. If Sweeney can find a way to snag this first set, take the wind out of the sails of the Frenchman. 1 hour. You can bet your bottom dollar Dane will stay out here as long as it takes. Ooh.
And you should have gone to work if you're the Sweeney camp on what happens on that side of the court, because Gael will virtually, it's not exclusive, but on the big points, he's just a natural slider of the serve, Josh, so he will be looking for that one down the middle, the one out wide. And so far, that's what's held him together a little bit too. He's won 95% of the first serves that he's landed, Gael. 21 from 22. And Sweeney on the other side, the second serves has been his glue. Listen to that.
That's unreal. This is just such an incredible event, the Australian Open, and what Dane Sweeny has done really well is he's brought the crowd into this, and they have done such a good job in supporting him. That's just too good. And the Frenchman, he asked for a bit of support and he gets it. How good.
5-2.
What an entertainer.
Monfils.
Let's get amongst it.
Do you think he's trying? Dane Sweeny as well.
The flexibility. Well, if you can't enjoy playing in this environment, you never will enjoy the game that you love.
If this is not entertaining, I don't know what is.
Monfils.
This is why they come to watch him, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And he's leaving the sport.
So it's a big loss. All right, 4 set points for the Frenchman.
He wanted to finish it with that backhand. That was a very energetic point from the Frenchman. Great effort from Sweeney just to stay the course. It would be hard not to get caught up in everything that's going on because it's just not his normal environment. Doing a great job.
Outstanding job. He's managed his emotions beautifully here. Sweeney, he's just got to try and hang for as long as he can in this tie break. Oh, too good, isn't it? Gael Monfils comes up trumps when it matters
7 games to 6.
in what was a brilliant set of tennis from both players. So it's Gael Monfils with the first 7 games to 6.
This will be an interesting opening. Sweeney straight back to work, which is fantastic. This is the way he's generally gone about his craft. But for Gael, it's an important game. You want to get on the board too, don't you, Josh?
Yeah, you want to keep the momentum. He's invested over an hour to get that first set. You just cannot have any letdowns. So much emotion at the end of that first set. It was awesome.
I used to ask him to, has he ever wanted to wear a hat? No, Roger.
No.
Didn't like it.
So many of the European players, they come from snow almost. They're coming out of the snow in winter. And you just wonder why they just don't love wearing hats, do they? All right, here's a mini opportunity for Sweeney. Hasn't had many.
Oh, that was a miss.
30 all.
I don't mind going for stuff, but 15-30, you almost got to feel it a bit, don't you? You got to feel what that situation looks like. Ball in play would have been perfect. And there.
40-30.
Yeah, survives the opening game. Gael Monfils.
First game, second set.
His forehand just coming a little unstuck at the moment for Sweeney. That's 3 or 4 unforced errors already on that side. Just in the start of this second set. Just needs to tidy that up.
He's had 8 for the match, Josh. Yep, that was a setup. That was why he played the drop shot. Gael, he was bringing Sweeney in to have a bit of target practice. He wanted a target to go to here, knowing, and you can see just because he's got genuine pace that he can change on the ball, he beats you for speed across there. Concerning time now for the Australian.
I think the art of playing 5-set tennis is it's really underrated, isn't it? I mean, Dane Sweeney's played 1 5-set match in his career. That was when he, 2024, he lost in 5 sets to Cerundolo. That was in the first round. But this is all new territory, and it's so different winning 2 out of 3 sets. But when you got to win 3 out of 5, you got to manage your emotion. And that will help.
That will definitely help. That was
30 all.
He made his mind up there. Ball in the middle of the court. I'm going after it, and that he did. Got a quality serve. Block back. So when you go to the Monfils forehand, he will either block it or just he'll massage it back at you.
Well done. Great defence, especially out of the backhand corner from Dane Sweeny. That's gold.
40-30.
17-shot rally. It was physical for Sweeney, and you thought right there, Gael had that ball over the top of Sweeney. Missed long. Nice hustle.
Yeah, great hold, and an important hold for Dane Sweeny. Could not afford to go down an early break after losing the first set, so nice little rebound. Being down love 30.
1 game all.
And that's twice now, Josh, early in the sets where Sweeney has had moments that he's had to deal with. He's come out the other side. And he's enjoying it. There's no doubt about that. How could you not be enjoying it out here?
Haven't seen this play. First time with the really well executed drop shot.
Dropped in.
30-15.
And what's, to the naked eye, you'll be watching this, and you can't imagine how strong Gael is to be able to just play those forehands and hit it that heavy off not much.
Wonder whether Gael's just starting to struggle physically a little bit here. He hasn't chased a couple of these. There was no chase on this forehand volley either.
Miss hit there. Didn't quite capture that, and that was a smart volley. You're right, he would have got that easily. Have a look at that. It's just, second bounce is only a metre or so away from him. Decided to retire on it. Maybe he thought it was going to be a better volley than that. It gives you a chance playing like this, the Frenchman, because when he slices it and works it around the court when he could be hitting to position, it puts you back in the rally.
So he earns a break point here, Dane Sweeny.
Let's for serve.
And it's funny, isn't it? When there's a let, the shot clock doesn't turn up again.
That's right.
So you can take as long as you like.
That's great experience showing.
Oh.
He's got a very, very good record, Gael Monfils. When he wins the first set at the Australian Open, he goes on and wins it 30 times. He's only ever lost twice after winning the first set.
Sweeney stepping back even further to return. I'm not sure if going back's the play.
I think what he's trying to do, Dane Sweeny, of course, is just trying to break the rhythm and just trying to give the Frenchman something really different to look at. But I like his awareness that he's thinking Sweeney. He wants to chase and hit the impossible, the Frenchman. He wants to make it hard for himself at times, and he does.
Does he want to really chase? It's almost like a built-in mechanism. I'll do something so I can show everyone my athleticism. This was good athleticism right here. Take a look.
I mean, that first little smash, he could have bounced that into the crowd, but he just dinks it back.
Oh.
Oh, really impressive stuff. He gets out of trouble, the Frenchman. And he holds serve. Gael Monfils set and 2-1.
Oh. Oh. Love 15.
Gee, that's electric, isn't it? Jamie, you're courtside. New balls really seem to be jumping, and it's flying out there now.
Yeah, well, that forehand certainly was, yeah. I mean, it's difficult to know what Gael's got or not got in the tank because he expends as little energy as possible in between the points, takes so few steps. Doesn't really tend to go to his towel, but obviously the longer Dane can keep him out here, the more that will be revealed.
Are you seeing any obvious signs of distress from either player or physically?
Not from Dane at all. He's going about his business. His energy levels have been pretty solid since the start of the match. Doesn't really change much. But Gael, obviously, you can see now, like, he's putting his hand to his knee a lot. He's looking down on the ground. For me, that's not natural to do that if you're feeling good about yourself. You know, you're doing that because you're tired and you're blowing.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, well done. Dane Sweeny holds on. Still no breaks of serve all this match.
Yeah, and I like the fact that he's been courageous enough to keep going after the ball when it's there. He's used his, you watch here, he actually uses his feet extremely well to just cut inside the court a little bit, try and get on top of the baseline, and gets the body through the direction he wants to play. And he's using the crowd, isn't he? He's bringing them in.
It's like Davis Cup out here.
That's right. Back 2016, you guys won the Davis Cup, didn't you? Scotland?
Dunblane.
That's right.
The thing for Gael, that even if he does get tired, he still has that ability, that we saw in his previous service game, to win quick points because he has that firepower.
Yeah, 100%. It's just whether he
uses it.
Yeah.
Which has kind of been a question a lot through his career. How much he's been willing to play on the front foot.
Guessed right, some reflexes. He loves this sort of stuff. Nice by Dane Sweeny, kept it alive. And only if this lob had have gone in, what would we have got?
Gael would have loved it to have gone in.
Definitely wanted to go in, yeah.
It's a quick service game from Gael Monfils. So the Frenchman in control, set and 3-2. No breaks of serve so far. French crowd slightly winning at the moment.
Love 15.
He's done well, Dane Sweeny. Boy, he's played so well all match long. Came in ranked around 180 in the world, and what I've loved about it is he has not overplayed. He's certainly done everything that he can control. Hasn't come out here and thought, I need to play huge. That's not his game style. And Roger, for me, the key is here for Dane Sweeny. He has to just try and stick with the Frenchman for as long as he can, because if he goes down 2 sets to love, then it's very difficult.
Yeah, 100%. 2 sets to love, and you can come back, but you've got to do something you've never done before against someone who's got some genuine firepower and will light it up at some point through the course of the remainder 3 sets if you happen to get through.
Very hard to win 3 straight sets in men's tennis.
Absolutely, and especially when you're relying on everything to be top shelf. Doesn't get a lot of free points on serve. And so, when you can do things like that, that we see from the Frenchman, it hurts. And for Sweeney, only 17% of his serves have been unreturned. For Monfils, it's 35%, so you can see he gets some reprieve at certain times, and they've been at pretty big times. Yes, he's bending over. Yes, he's searching for a bit of air, but he does it. And then when he decides to, then he can have little pockets of time where he becomes really physical. By the way, let's just remember, he's a dad. He knows he's at the end of the road, and he probably has been for 18 months now. So he's not at the peak of his physical powers. Yes, he's one of these natural athletes that can do enormous things, but great time for Sweeney to get him. It's just whether can you create enough trauma in the match.
There's a bit of trauma here for Sweeney down. Couple of break points. He's got to dig. He's got to find a way to get out of trouble here, and that'll help.
30-40.
He's done well saving some break points. He's had to save 6 of them. Yeah, that was poor. You can see there 7 from 7, 3 from 3. So the boys are 100% on break points. Like that forehand back, the Frenchman just pushed at it.
Well, the surf life-saving boys from the Sunshine Coast are absolutely giving it their best as well. I love it when Dane Sweeny just goes for that forehand. He accelerates. I think that's when he hits it at his best. Gets out of trouble again, Dane Sweeny. Fights off 2 break points and levels this second set at 3 games all.
3 games all.
Yeah, that was loose from 15-40. I mean, you couldn't help the ace, obviously, 30-40, but there, that 30-40 point, pretty soft. And then some unforced errors. So from Gael's side of the court, it hasn't been, it's been a scrappy tennis match. For Sweeney, he's done a great job in negating and putting out some fires.
Thank you. Almost.
Great movement. The physicality in this match has been
15 love.
first class from both players. Gets there with ease, doesn't he, Monfils?
love.
It's hard not to put in when they're behind you. And that's bringing the encouragement.
Oh,
they're going to ride you home.
No, that's right. They've been here from the first ball.
Please do not speak just as the players serve.
They've been a great crowd, and they are lined up I'm not exaggerating, that every entrance to this court has a line of about 100 metres just to get in. That's how good. And Gael, he's just saying, keep it up. We love the support.
Someone might have just given him a little chirp, but didn't he buy about it 45 seconds there as well?
Gael Monfils.
He loves it. The Frenchman putting on another show here. In his last Australian Open, he leads a set and 4-3. So Dane Sweeny now comes out. He's done really well of managing his serve, not to drop serve all match so far. And that is a good start.
15 love. Love. 15 all.
This will be a push from Gael. You can see him now, he's on his toes. I think he's going to, he understands the moment here. If I can lock in, if I can play some quality, like some high quality tennis, some of his better tennis, he might be able to shut the door. Hasn't quite found it yet though.
Thank you.
And what that's done is it's just given the Queenslander some confidence to think that or self-belief to stay in the match.
Yeah, but when you hit balls like that, where off pace through the middle of the court, you're inviting your opponent. I would rather go. I've always loved Gael being offensive because he's just got such an enormous game when he gets on that offensive momentum. I used to always talk to him about exerting big chunks of effort at certain times, but understanding that that's okay. You'll be able to handle it. You'll be able but you don't want to be playing the rope-a-dope style of game for too long because that's actually way more fatiguing, and it just brings value to your opponent. The imposing, athletic, big ball striking, creative Frenchman is so much different.
Yeah, I mean his speed is such a weapon.
It's overhit there. Sweeney, it was the right ball. He had the shot to hit. It was inside the court. Just overcooked it.
All right, let's see. Gael, he's just sort of come out with a bit more bounce and energy. He'd be well aware of the fact that if he can get to a 2-sets-to-love lead, just how difficult it would make it for his opponent. So here is a break point again. Break point number 8. Oh, well done. Again, under all sorts of pressure, Dane Sweeny has dug deep.
Yeah, saw it. Not the right forehand from Gael. He went to the wrong side.
Yeah, had to be the back.
Had to hit the off forehand, and he sets himself up for the next one. But all credit to Sweeney because He had the ball, and it had to be a winner.
Had to be.
Or nothing.
That's right.
Oh.
This forehand coming a little unstuck at times. I know that last one was brilliant to save break point, but he's just starting to lose his contact point. He's getting it a little late.
16 of them, Josh.
Yeah, 16 unforced errors.
4 on the backhand.
Yeah, right.
And for the Frenchman, the same, 16, but 10 on the backhand. Hasn't been a big day out for both forehands.
Okay, break point again. So break point number 9 for the Frenchman. Oh, that is it. Finally, we've had our first break here on Kia Arena. An hour and 46 minutes, and it's the Frenchman. And that is a vital break because he now will have a chance to serve for a 2-sets-to-love lead. And Jamie, you get the feeling this is a pretty big game, isn't it, for both players in the context of this clash?
Yeah, I mean, Gael obviously knows the importance of the value of getting 2 sets up here, especially in the heat crowd as well.
They love it, they're up. And Jamie, what we're going to do at the end, if Gael gets this set, we're going to stick you up there with them. And you're going to join the fans.
The French or the Aussies?
The Frenchies. You're going to liven up. We're going to liven it up. You could handle that, couldn't you?
Some of those chanting, yeah. To brush up on my French before I get up there.
He just waited too long, didn't he, the Frenchman here? He outsmarted himself. And Jamie, that forehand of Dane Sweeny, unfortunately just coming a little unstuck in this pressure situation.
Yeah, I mean, Gael had a big second serve there, 173. Dane was up the court. Kind of didn't give himself any time. Which again, it's a bit of, to respect Gael for that, was a bit of a ballsy play to a little bit injection pace into the second serve. Mess with his timing. An error.
Oh.
That would have been some shot from Sweeney if he made that last forehand.
And even Gael was enjoying that. Look back.
That would have been all over the gram, fellas. He'd take that one.
I mean, great athleticism from both players, especially Sweeney. And look at the reception he's getting. Gets it up and dives again.
40-30.
Do you think he's trying? All right, set point here for a 2-sets-to-love lead for Gael Monfils.
Let's for serve. Oh. Release.
Look at the effort that's coming from Sweeney, and then there from the Frenchman doing anything to close this set out. Going for it. That's what we love to see.
He's fighting so hard. You can feel the effort down the court side to make every single ball, chase everything down. Giving himself a chance to potentially get a break back here.
Thank you.
And he earns himself a break point now, Dane Sweeny.
Advantage, Sweeney.
First serve volley point of the match for the Frenchman, and he does it talking about
Expect the unexpected.
change up. What's he got here? He'll need it. You feel like he needs a free point.
Oh, he does.
On serve.
He's been searching for a free one with a big serve, but he hasn't been able to land it. Well done. The young Queenslander has energised this crowd, and he is back in it in this second set. We're on serve.
Monfils leads 5 games to 4.
Dane Sweeny found a way to get the break back.
Insane, this crowd. It's brilliant. He worked hard there. The Frenchman got around the ball so he could get access to his forehand, so put in some big efforts there, power movement. Wanted that first point.
Just lost his base, the feet. He just moved that last moment and pulled off it. So he's in a bit of trouble here at love 30. But he's done a fantastic job of getting himself out of these situations all match long.
And just being emotionally able to stay in the environment without actually, as we've spoken about, playing out of your comfort zone, trying to force. He's going to have to really earn this one.
Hasn't he done that well? Hasn't got great coverage at the net, Dane Sweeny, but that has not stopped him for one moment today. He's backed himself.
15-30.
He volleys very well when he gets up to the net. Just does enough here.
Just Gael, again, just pampering the ball with his forehand. It hasn't been the forehand that's won him a lot of big matches. That's for sure.
Let's for serve.
You know what it's like. It's hard when you haven't played a lot of matches of late, and that's the feeling I'm sure that he's experiencing. Trying to trust it in these very big moments in this match.
And again,
30 all.
Monfils creates opportunities and then lets Sweeney back in. And most of it's when he's decided to play passive points. Needs to flip the script there.
Let's reserve.
Great fight back from Dane Sweeny here on Kia Arena. In trouble on that last service game, but he gets out and we are locked at 5 games all.
5 games all.
He's done a great job. Sweeney just been very positive. He stayed the course. He hasn't overreacted when he's been under pressure. It's a little hard for me because I'm sitting here watching thinking, gee, I've seen obviously a lot of Gael, and he almost needs to adopt a clay court mentality. On the clay, he's actually quite aggressive all the way through. Really aggressive, hits heavy balls to set things up. Right here, it's a bit of all sorts.
Gets away with it, doesn't he? Dane will be disappointed with this error.
15 love.
His backhand has been outstanding all afternoon. He's defended particularly well off that side. He's used the slice to great effect. He's got a big 5 or 10 minutes coming up here.
Oh.
Sure, the Sweeney camp and Dane on the court, they can feel like he's right in this and even more. He's very deep in this because they're not getting the Gael Monfils, who was a top 10 player, or someone who's been playing week in, week out. They're getting a different version, so he's giving you opportunities. Just like that.
Yeah, he's lacking a bit of energy at the moment here, the Frenchman, struggling.
I mean, he's almost chipping the ball around. And when you chip the ball around, you keep it alive. Well, Dane's got some wheels and he's playing aggressively. Interesting stage of the match here. You would right now say where we are at 5-all, 15-30, it's advantage Sweeney.
Certainly is now with 2 break points. Just got to remember, Gael Monfils was up a set and 5-3. had a set point on his own serve to go 2 sets to love up, but the young Queenslander Dane Sweeny has not gone away.
Just to that backhand there, he just looked like he lost his legs. Maybe he's going through a moment. It's funny because when you are going through, you can see the natural ball striking there, but when you are going through a physical moment, the tendency
30-40
is actually to hit out and to actually try and finish, limit the time you're playing the points. Gael can get into those tendencies and actually chip the ball around and keep you in the point.
Gets it. That is huge from Dane Sweeny. Gets the vital break deep in this second and will have a chance to serve it out.
leads 6 games to 5.
And what a turnaround here from Dane Sweeny. He was down a set and 5-3, and he's just found a way to reel off a few games in a row, and he's now serving for the second set. And out of nowhere, the Frenchman's found a bit of energy.
Love 15.
Yep. We've seen when he's committed to the forehand side, Dane Sweeny, is when he hits the forehand better.
Continuing to come forward and press, take his opportunities.
30-15.
He's been presented with many of them because the ball hasn't had the weight of shot off the Frenchman's side, and he's done a very good job to put him in a
just too casual, and he pays the price. So Dane Sweeny now with 2 set points.
40-15. Wait, please. Wait, please. Wait, please. Second serve.
Do you reckon his heart rate's firing?
And the crowd are into it here on Kia Arena, showing Dane Sweeny the love as he has fought back to lock this one at a set all.
Length. Second serve.
We're right on that line, Josh. Actually, you're closer than me. You're right behind it, right in front of it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it got it.
Well, obviously got it. But
Yeah, it was curling in right at the last moment, and just gets the edge.
Nice start.
Yeah, I think he'd be pretty keen here, Dane Sweeny, to just to keep the energy up, keep this crowd engaged. He's done such a good job of bringing the crowd into this match. The atmosphere has been so good all afternoon.
And you can see that there, that ball jumping up. So it's quite lively with the new balls. It really does bounce up off the court. Dane's not a... Sweeney's not tall. So if he gets the exposure to that type of ball over and over again, if you're the Frenchman, you're in trouble, because Sweeney's looking to be aggressive with that ball, as he should. And this is just shows the natural class of Gael Monfils here.
Just really spreading the court, and that's got to hurt from Dane Sweeny. But a good start here for the Frenchman. At least he's come out and shown us a little more than he didn't. And just that shadow just starting to come across the court now makes it a little difficult for both players.
I think what's going to be important for Gael is to keep his first serve percentage up, because that's where you can shorten the points, really. In the second serve, obviously Dane's going to get in there and he's ready to run all day and make balls.
Good quick game here for the Australian. Perfect when you step out at the start of the third.
This is so big from Dane Sweeny. Let's remember that he's ranked 180 in the world, so huge in terms of prize money. 150,000 you get for making the main draw, and then of course it's the ranking points. At his ranking, if he can snag a win or two in this main draw, that will really rocket his ranking up to getting into a lot more tournaments, building schedules. The prize money will help him fund his career. Such an opportunity.
And he understands. He had a look back there at Gael as well after that point finished, just to see what was the body language like. Just gaining a little information. which is smart. Good tennis IQ there.
Love 30.
So if you're Sweeney, you keep playing the way you are, but you don't need to go big anywhere. You don't need to press the lines as much, because you've got to almost throw it back at Gael. So what are you going to do?
You just got to stay physical, haven't you? Pretty sure he would sense that he's close to getting, cracking the match open, so to speak.
There's close and there's doing.
30 all.
And as much as Gael's in slow mode, he still offers danger.
Here's his chance. Dane Sweeny with a break point.
And that's the wing that's been, which is normally a damaging wing, has been the one that's put him under this type of pressure. That's why he sits as a set all and not 2 sets to love.
Well long, and that's the first break in this third set to Dane Sweeny.
Sweeney leads 2 games to 1.
He's 2-1 in front.
Love.
It's interesting, there'll be a lot of things going through the Frenchman's mind. He's 39 years of age. He's announced that this is going to be his last year. Not sure what number of tournaments he will play. He's definitely definitely feels like he's been ready for a while to step away. And Josh, I think it's hard, isn't it?
Oh.
Because the game requires you to do a lot, to put yourself in really big positions, and especially these. And
I think the challenge would be when you announce that you're retiring, it's your last year. It's a long time to have to stay up and engaged. It's one of those things when you feel like you're done mentally. Generally, you're done physically as well. Didn't miss by much.
30 all.
Just can't quite get himself aggressive enough, Gael Monfils. He's just been a little passive, and it's been all afternoon.
And if you've watched his tennis over the course of his career, you'd see there's generally more athleticism shown. He uses that as a vehicle.
Juice. Advantage, Sweeney.
Important hold to consolidate. 3-1 now. Sweeney in front. It's the first time he's really moved ahead, has a little bit of breathing space now. Sweeney, let's see if he pushes for a double break. He'd be well aware of the situation. He's got good IQ, as you're alluding to. He'd be looking down that court and he'd see Gael, and he would know that he's physically compromised and certainly not at his peak. And that will give him plenty of motivation.
Love 15.
We're going to find out a little bit here. Does Gael do two things? Does he race through this set, and does he try and commit to trying to get a break back?
Thank you.
I think that probably answers your question. Love 30 here.
Love 30.
I'm hoping he finishes the match. He's got enough energy here.
100% too, because one way or the other, this is his final Australian Open, so you want it to be the right experience on the way out. And at the other side end of the court, it's you've got to keep yourself in check, because it's the opportunity is enormous right now. You can see it, you can almost touch it, you can almost see a line.
No, that's right. He would definitely be thinking, this is my chance, Dane Sweeny, and hard not to think about the prize money, hard not to think about the points.
And then there's that other little voice that says, well, this is Gael Monfils, and he can turn he can turn it on. Shade will come across the court. There won't be the direct sunlight that's hitting you. You can get a second wind. That's why we've got the beauty of this 5-set tennis. It gives us so many epic moments.
Oh, just when we think he's down and out, he responds here. Well done, Gael Monfils. Keeps it tight. Sweeney, up a break, 3-2.
And you mentioned a lot of tennis, over 100 matches for the year, which is an outstanding number. It's, if you're asking your physical conditioning people, they say it's a bit of overload. It's an enormous amount of tennis to be playing. But it's been that volume of tennis required for him to get his ranking into a position of getting into qualifyings of the majors and giving himself this type of opportunity.
Let's for serve. Thirty 15.
He's made it.
And this has been the image we've seen all throughout the course of the match. The Frenchman just not putting the ball away over and over again and allowing Sweeney to use his wheels and his hunger and drive to find ways to win points.
Unreal movement from Sweeney. Holds on, 4-2.
Sweeney leads 4 games to 2.
Gael Monfils just talking with his team here.
Not even going for that ball there. That's really one step for Gael, and he gets a standard forehand. And yeah, he might be a little exhausted here, but I think he's brought a bit on himself as well, because he could have shut down a lot of points and a lot of moments in this match.
Yeah, it's a big moment here. So yeah. 2 more break points and
15-48.
And he's sweating, you know, Jamie mentioned he was sweating so much. And he's having a smile though. He's seen a lot, he's been through a lot. Maybe it's all taking its toll. That was a bit of fight. Just a little fighting moment.
30-40.
Going to need more of them.
Just when you think he's down and out, he finds something special here, Gael Monfils.
Deuce.
It's 3 incredible serves in a row.
Advantage, Monfils.
He's got to try and hang in there physically, Monfils, until he gets a second wind, which he can.
100% he can.
He's played so many long matches in his career.
Oh.
Well, he's not done just yet, the Frenchman, but it's Dane Sweeny with a break, leads 4-3, third set.
Sweeney leads 4 games to 3.
He's just got to find a moment, hasn't he?
Yeah, just needs to find a couple of minutes, 3 or 4 minutes here where he just, he locks in. Bit of tunnel vision, plays some really sort of aggressive style of tennis, which has got a bit of shape and movement to the ball. Decides to tell himself to be athletic. You know, force himself to be athletic and use that, that rare gift that he's been blessed with. And all props to Dane Sweeny because he's done a very good job of staying the course. When he's had opportunities, he's gone after the ball. He hasn't played nervous tennis at all throughout the course of this match. It's been very stable right across the board with his game level and his mentality.
Gotta like this one, Jamie. This was a beauty.
It's an arrow. Needs a few more of those. I think going back to what Roger said about Dane Sweeny is that, you know, the fact he played 100 matches last year, you know, he'll have learned a lot about himself. I'm sure he's very honest about where his game is at. He knows what he can do, what he can't do. And I think that's why he's able to put this level on the court today. Been in so many different situations through the course of last year.
And you know, just in general, Gael's game is just off. You know, it's just not. It's not a honed-in tennis game at the moment because he hasn't been able to basically do the volume. Been the perfect storm for Dane Sweeny.
Just a little bit of a difficult patch here. You can sense Dane Sweeny. He knows the score and how important this next 5 minutes are. If he can just get to a 2-1 lead as the physios are on standby here, ready to come out. He's played the big points really well, Dane, this afternoon.
Sweeney.
Yeah, and he's actually also understood that he doesn't need to press the lines, because you hit a couple of feet, 3 feet inside the line, it's still going to be good enough at the moment, because Gael's not reactive and he's not exploding from his central position like he normally does. Normally Gael makes you go for the lines.
He goes for it and gets it, Dane Sweeny. That's got to feel pretty good. 5-3, just one game away from a 2-1 lead.
Sweeney leads 5 games to 3.
He's managed himself so well. Really professional performance from the young Queenslander.
Let's pursue. Love 15.
I actually haven't seen, obviously, I haven't seen Gael this, I guess, flat, you know, full body flat, where there's been no charge.
Oh.
And then you marry that up with whenever he does get opportunities, he chips balls around, keeps it alive, and so he's actually inviting, you know, someone to take away his energy. And Sweeney's doing a really good job of managing the situation.
So that is
Love 40.
3 set points now for Dane Sweeny.
There's a lot of grimacing, a lot of wincing going on at the moment. Not a whole lot of footwork either.
No, that's right.
30-20.
Elena Svitolina, Gael's wife, watches on.
And she'd feel for him, wouldn't she? Because she knows she'd know exactly the position he's in. Be hard to watch.
That's what you want to see more of from Gael, given his physical condition, right? Like, you want to see him get after the serve and then just go for it, take chances, take cuts at the ball, try to shorten the points.
Yeah.
And he's almost like, you know, he's smiling as well, because that's the artillery. And, you know, you go out with that at the start, and it's not even, I watch that and I go, oh, it's pretty safe. You know, it's just sort of safe hitting. He hits that naturally.
Yeah, you don't feel like he's redlining it at all, do you?
No.
Well, we know Gael Monfils is a great athlete, but this young man, Dane Sweeny, has certainly showed us what his physical capabilities are.
That was exceptional.
Yeah, really great footwork.
Exceptional, and you can see, and this is what he's had to build his career on. If you want to get somewhere, you've got to use the tools that are available to you. Not always about the big ground strokes. Sometimes you've got to use everything you've got on offer, and he just did that.
Fourth set point.
Advantage, Sweeney. Advantage, Monfils.
Not done just yet. The Frenchman saves 4 set points. Dane Sweeny, chance to take a 2-1 lead, 5-4.
Love 15.
Just a little cagey there. First time we've seen him use multiple slices, and he had a chance to kind of jump into the backhand, which he's hit so well, but he kind of prodded at it, and Monfils didn't need to ask twice to hit that down the line there.
That was Monfils digging in a little bit too. He used his legs there to defend the first one and just overplaying Dane Sweeny. You can understand why. It's a huge moment for him.
His team's done a great job of managing him out here. They haven't been up and about and overexcited, overhyped. They've just been very supportive. Really well done. Just trying to stay physical there with his feet. He's the sort of player, if his feet are in position, and then just trust the swing, back yourself in these big moments. That's what he's done so well all afternoon, Dane Sweeny. He's won the battle of the big points. Set point number 5 here, and this time it's on his own serve.
40-30.
So
Sweeney.
3 hours of tennis here. It is Dane Sweeny wrapping up the third set and takes a 2-1 lead here on Kia Arena.
Monfils to serve.
Let's see how much energy Gael exerts to open up the fourth.
I don't know whether it's something you can just switch on and switch off. For Gael, I'm just not sure how he's travelling. Doesn't look great.
It's just sometimes you can talk yourself up a bit. You can actually be talking to yourself, trying to that's the one to me. So that ball's just off centre.
15 all.
We have a conversation here with his. And it's a hard chat to have because it's easy to sit there and bark out instructions, or all you've got to do there is be there for them, let them vent, be encouraging.
Not up. (30-15).
He's having a laugh at that. And it's like when your legs are gone, if that's, and they can't give you much. Even though the signal might be there to go, it can be, it's tough out there. And then you've got to have that eagle willingness, Josh, to force yourself to just take a look at this. This is not far away.
That's pretty special. He's hit his backhand really well, I think. Dane Sweeny.
And they've been playing for 3 hours now. So obviously 1 hour a set average. I mean, does Gael have another 2 hours in him to win this match? I'm not so sure at this stage.
Are you surprised he hasn't been more aggressive, tried to keep the points shorter?
Well, that's, yeah, I mean, that's what's strange about it. Physically, you're completely spent. You're going to have to take a few more chances to keep the points short. But he did it in that 5-3 game. Kind of took cuts at the serve, and then was just standing in the middle of the court belting balls, which obviously worked for him in that game, but just never seems to really want to commit to like being all out aggressive, which has been the master of his downfall in this match so far, because he should really have been up 2 sets to love, I think.
Yeah, this is painful to watch.
And he hasn't been a player through his career that's suffered with cramps. There's been the odd moment, but not in the main.
Oh.
Well, you can be rest assured Dane Sweeny can sense the occasion. He knows when he looks down the other end, he can see his opponent hunched over, and he'd be thinking, boy, if I can just break here.
You want it now.
Yeah.
Because if Gael holds serve and he gets up the other end and he gets involved a little bit, you never know, you stay ahead of the count.
He's got him. And this is not easy for Dane Sweeny, is it? When you see that, you're just thinking, do I just keep the ball in the court or do I make him run?
Well, you just hit it off his centre axis, don't you? And just, it doesn't really need to be too far off. You don't have to press the lines.
Oh.
Great job of managing the situation, though, isn't he? And but it kind of suits his game style, right? He's used to scrapping, he's used to running around the back of the court, making a lot of balls, making his opponent earn his points.
Survives here. Gael Monfils, he holds serve. He leads 1-love, 4th set.
Here we go.
Oh.
Sweeney's done a fantastic job of just staying the course. Even that ball there, what he does really well, Josh, is he'll go back, straight back the line of flight where the ball came from on return. Keep it simple. Knows Monfils has got to recover through the middle of the court.
Not overplaying. Sweeney just making his opponent have to play 1 or 2 extra shots. Smart. It's long, so
Dane Sweeny.
solid from Sweeney. That's all it needs to be at the moment. 1-1, 4th set.
1 game all.
It's a little lull with the fans. They're just settling in there. They feel like they've got a bit of work to do. A little later, but they've been outstanding today.
He's just gone into survival mode here, Dane Sweeny. Just put the backboard up, refusing to miss.
Remembering last year, the Frenchman played some high-quality tennis, got to the 3rd round, lost to Benny Shelton. That's the next opponent for these two.
Yeah, that's right. Shelton had a good win a little earlier today. He got through. Over Hugo Humbert, the talented left-handed Frenchman.
That was going to be a tricky match, too.
Coming off of finals in Adelaide last week. So still sticking around the Frenchman. Dane Sweeny, though, leads 2-1. Monfils, 2-1, 4th set.
Big backhand down the line.
Yeah, just starting to see some glimpses of Monfils exploding on and just being a bit more aggressive.
100%. But he's still dipping and out, but that ball striking has been a little better at times.
The guy is not even tired. He's running like hell.
Let's first serve.
I don't mind it when we see this. I'd prefer to see Gael be more aggressive like this. And
100%. This is what's going to make it. This, you know, if he tags a couple and gets ahead of the count, you watch the energy.
It'll come back. You can't just massage it to the finish line.
No.
There's no shot clock. There's no time limit. You've got to go out and win it.
That's the great thing about our game, isn't it? It challenges you even when you feel like you're almost there.
Pulls it wide, so out of nowhere, 2 break points for the Frenchman.
Yeah, and there's a little... He's taking a few deep breaths because of that. He felt like he needed to force something that he hadn't been doing. He'd been playing quite safe through the court, not pressing the lines, and there's Lona giving Gael a bit of a, come on, let's go. What a competitor she is.
That's what the crowd's been waiting for. And Gael Monfils has got a break in this 4th set. Not done just yet.
You're right, Josh. That's exactly what everyone's been waiting for. And he's just filled the tank of the French support crowd too.
Yeah, they're right behind him now, aren't they? At the end where he is having to serve. And this is what's been lacking, is the aggression on the big points.
And we know he's got laser shots.
Thank you.
Oh, look at the reaction from all 4.
So he's going to take us on one of these adventures. We've seen a few in our time, haven't we? And that's why everyone around the world loves him. He brings you into the match.
He almost stopped mid-point, Monfils. Might be up a break, but I'm not so sure he's travelling so well.
That was a grueling rally for a few reasons for Gael. 19 shots. He was throwing some big, heavy shots over and over. They were getting defended. Sweeney had made a decision not to miss.
And that's where he is facing. Gael Monfils is bent over, looking at this French support, trying to get some inspiration, trying to get the energy levels up.
It's almost more tiring bending over that many times. At least he's playing he's playing a bit more assertive now. So this is the way home for him, I feel.
Just long. So Gael Monfils just a couple of games away from potentially taking this to a 5-setter. Leads 4-1 in the fourth.
Thank you. Oh.
So for Sweeney, don't change anything, because you know you're going to get another couple of opportunities potentially on serve. On the Frenchman serve, aren't you?
You just can't panic, even though you're down 4-1. It might feel like a lead with just one break.
And I think that's what Gael will do. He'll probably see out a few points, which is fine. Don't need to be chasing that ball. He hasn't for a while.
No, I wouldn't chase either. He's just got to try and find a way, Roger, here to manage 2 good service games. Gael Monfils in this situation, and see Dane Sweeny, he's just trying to re-engage this crowd, get that hometown support back in his corner. Oh, Gael just looking for 8 points. That's what he'd be thinking. A couple of free service points if he can find it on serve. There's one.
Love.
And it's, you know, it's interesting as well that Gael can serve pretty well without his legs.
Yes.
You know, normally he likes to use them.
Oh.
And that's really where the energy comes from. So just a basic backhand that comes to just slightly to the left of him. He's not able to engage his body to get into the right position. So for Sweeney, that's perfect. That's perfect fuel for him.
40-15.
And he's managed the crowd so well, Dane Sweeny. Hasn't got overexcited at certain moments. He's sensing this. If he can just bring the crowd back into, try and get this vital break back.
Sweeney.
Just as he goes passive here, Monfils, this is where he invites his opponent back in with a break point.
Pinner's going out,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I think he's an out.
Surely.
Deuce.
Oh, how costly could that decision potentially be in the context of this match?
Yeah, right now. That was a quality point there. Just did everything right. Dane Sweeny kept the pressure on, spread the court, challenged the Frenchman's movement. That was a beautiful ball there. And then he had this. Again, didn't overplay. They loved it.
Deuce.
This is what majors are about, Josh. Theatre. And Gael's,
Yeah, 3 hours and 30 minutes of...
he gives us a lot of it.
How much longer can he sustain this, the Frenchman?
Advantage. Sweeney.
Break point number 3. Sweeney deep in the court. I'm sure he's almost on the fence to return this one, just doing everything he can to make the Frenchman play. And there it is. That's a gift from Gael Monfils. Dane Sweeny now back on serve. Leads 2 sets to 1, and it's 4-3 in the fourth. Take a look at the distance run. It's been Dane Sweeny who has just had to do so much work. He's been physical. The man from the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, ranked 180 in the world, trying to win his first ever Grand Slam match.
And the beauty in this match is that it's quite clear, very clear what he needs to do. So Gael's giving him a very clear roadmap.
He just hasn't been able to find enough energy, Monfils, to just stand up and be aggressive and play consecutive points like that.
It's strange, isn't it? Because the first point comes right up the court to return, but then puts a dolly into the middle of the court. Next point, same thing, gets after it, gets his result, gets his reward.
Oh, here's trouble. That was awkward.
Well, it got into an awkward position, and then Gael was just sort of on the free fly forward. Watch this. Picked it. And this here was all, which probably could have stepped back off it, actually.
Yeah, he's hit this cross-court forehand with shape so well today.
Yeah, but that was a little unusual because
30 all.
Monfils made the track right across there. And to miss that ball was unusual.
He's just tried to massage it a little too much
30,
here.
40.
Yeah.
So a break point deep in this fourth set. 3 hours and 36 minutes. It started in the heat of the day. The French have not let their man down all afternoon. They have been so vocal.
Thank you.
What a serve straight to the body. 196.
Right up there with one of his biggest of the afternoon. Comes off the back of the line.
And you almost felt he needed that, didn't you? Like a free point.
Oh, yeah. His heart rate would be through the roof. Yeah.
Nicely played. And so I guess that's what I was talking about with Gael. He's giving you a clear path. You don't have to get it near the lines, just into the right region.
Didn't miss by much, so that's a really important hole from Dane Sweeny. Saves a break point, and as we go to new balls, both players will go for a fresh restring.
And Sweeney thought about it. He actually thought, do I? And then he decided to.
Yeah, you got to stick to your process, don't you? You can't look ahead. You can't think, oh, this racket feels pretty good. You've got to keep your routine.
So this is where the crowd will get, this will be heightened now. We're nearing the back end of, well, potentially the match, potentially another set, and they'll be riding every single point here for both players.
Well, these guys certainly have. The French have been so good all afternoon.
Oh.
It just shows us what he can do still.
please.
Quickest game we've had for some time, and Gael Monfils hits the lead in this fourth set and leads 5 games to 4.
Monfils leads 5 games to 4.
Quality start here.
30 love.
Finally first serve. He's winning a high number of those 70%.
Oh. $40.
Good serving game, just when he needs it.
Sweeney.
5 games all. Fourth set.
5 games all.
And that's a settler, isn't it, to come out and play a game like that?
Yeah, definitely. He'd be pretty keen here, Dane Sweeny, just to try and make as many balls as possible. Plenty of shape, but just slightly out of that middle corridor, just to try and make the Frenchman move.
Love 15.
Not sure if you missed that. Could have gone anywhere. Very unusual.
Wait, please.
What a point to open up for Sweeney to be gifted that.
Couple of gifts. So it's trouble here for the Frenchman at love 30. This is where he needs to just try and land a couple of bombs on serve.
Gee, that needed to go high in the air. That just needed to it didn't need to be anywhere near the net there. Love 30. Let Gael have another big shot. Swing at it.
Here's his chance. 15-40.
Thank you. $30-40. Oh.
it throws you back in your seat when you see that. He's smiling, Gael, because that was all or nothing. Yep. We know you've still got that shot.
Oh.
So a nice little bounce back here from Sweeney.
And Dane Sweeny.
Chance for break point number 3 here. Last time he sort of was a bit passive with the return.
Yeah.
Does he get a little more aggressive if he gets a second? A great return from Dane Sweeny, and that is crucial. And we'll have a chance now to serve for a place in the second round.
6 games to 5.
A tremendous effort from Sweeney. Qualified, gets himself to this stage and has applied himself superbly to give himself this chance. There's still a pulse. And that's all you can ask. Go out swinging.
Oh.
Good aggression here from the young Aussie, Dane Sweeny.
It was, and more importantly, just the fact that he actually played it in that safety zone we were talking about. Didn't overplay.
So nearly 4 hours of a battle royale here on Kia Arena. It's Dane Sweeny with 2 match points. Does it in style, the young Queenslander.
3 sets of 1, 6-7, 7-5, 6-4, 7-5.
Dane Sweeny with the biggest win of his career. First time ever through into the second round of a Grand Slam. Has played the match of his life. Can't believe it.